Hello, my name is Ubaldo Acosta. I hope you're ready to begin. Let's review the general agenda of the Java with JDBC course. Are you ready? Let's begin. Starting. Introduction to JDBC. In this section, we will see an introduction to the SQL language and the JDBC technology. Both technologies are what we'll be using throughout the course. We'll also carry out the installation of the tools and databases that we'll be using throughout the course. In turn, we'll create the first Java project using JDBC. Connecting to the database with JDBC, handling connections. In this section, we'll review in more detail the management of JDBC. We'll see the driver concept to connect to a database using Java with JDBC. We'll also review the types of sentences that we have available in JDBC to communicate with the database. Likewise, we will review the handling of exceptions in JDBC and create some exercises to put into practice the management of JDBC. Reading data. Select statements. We'll review the statements with JDBC that will allow us to read data from the database. That is, the select statement. Manipulating data. Inserting, updating, and deleting data. In this section, we'll see the JDBC statement that will allow us to insert, update, and delete information from a database. We'll study the syntax of each one and create several exercises to learn each one of these concepts. Knowing the structure. Metadata. In this section, we'll define the concept of metadata and see how it can help us in our programs with JDBC. We'll create several exercises to put this concept into practice. Executing functions. Store procedures. We'll define what a store procedure is and what a function is in a database. We'll use the Oracle database as a database manager to execute a method and a store procedure in Oracle from Java using JDBC. We'll create several exercises to put this concept into practice. Structuring our code, data layer. We learn the concept of data layer, and we create an example using JDBC. This is an important concept when we're working with JDBC. Applying best practices. Design patterns in the data layer. We'll study the design pattern concept, and we'll apply some design patterns like DAO, Data Access Object, and DTO, Data Transfer Object. These are design patterns, and we will add them to our data layer. We'll also see how to create a pool of connections to our connectivity with a database, and we'll see how to connect to different databases such as MySQL and Oracle at the same time. We'll create several exercises to make this concept clear. This is the general agenda of the Java with JDBC course. These are just some of the many more topics that we'll learn throughout this course. So if you're ready, let's begin.